Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. The play action fake. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Coming after it. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Alabama!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Quarterback checking the play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Can anyone catch him? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bernard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's open on the right.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Prentice. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. It's Prentice. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's long. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell into play.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to the end zone. It's complete. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a 1st down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that 1st down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this driving.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He makes the connection. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bernard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Still looking, on the move. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
They're working that left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. Touchdown Tide! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive.
He's got it on the right. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bernard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the air, it's Milroe. He finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
With the catch, it's Prentice. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
To the air, it's Milroe. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Prentice. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Something to keep in mind offensively here at this point of the game when you're down in the fourth quarter. Running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And after that big completion with no timeouts, you need to clock it right now. You need to spike the ball, save some clock, knowing you've got to throw this ball into the end zone, give yourself a chance to win.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It's good. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Howard. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead here in overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. My pulse rate is still through the roof.